I'm right behind you. As you wish, my Thane. We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Vacation is where the head is. That is what Dervenin told us about our master. He's cozy in his solitude. Vacation is where the head is. That is what Dervenin told us about our master. He's cozy in his solitude.
I'll make you pay. No more. I yield.
behind you. As you wish, my Thane. We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life. Got your back. I will remain on guard here.
All right then. We'll get together later.
Ready to get... As you command, my Thane. Still here. I will remain on guard here.
I trust you are not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of here, or I will call the guards. That's it. You are leaving right now.
We heading out? As you command, Hotkeys.
You won't get the best of me! That's it! That's all you've got? That's your back, huh?
This a surprise? Is someone there?
I've got your... I will remain on guard here.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. There's no greater honor than to serve. If you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Rika in Castle Down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic?
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done. Take my advice, never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Believe, the Dragonborn comes.
Slow, but looking good, sir.
Slow's the only way to do it. Work too hard and you'll warp the wood.
Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm.
I'm a little
My
busy
father
at the
was
moment.
all the family
I've got
I
all
ever
sorts
had.
of errands to run.
I felt so lost.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Hiya, what's your name? Are you visiting? What do you do? Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
My shipmates scoff at my love of finery, but I know envy when I hear it.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Coin or two for a veteran? It's not much.
Seems there's always more to... Glad you decided to check us out. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivian. Vivian Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivian and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. You could say that. I own the place. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Our hero,
Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace. I was done talking anyway.
For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk... Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. It's best you leave me be.
The Divines saved me from the May the Divines guide and keep you.
I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperium. Take a look. Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
You heard of Ravenscar Hollow? Cave on the island to the west. Place is a roost for those foul hag ravens.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Keep your guard up. Not sure you belong here, citizen.
Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim.
We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, protect the citizenry. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before. But we stand ready, as always, to meet that call. Until next time.
Lives of both Imperial loyalists and Skyrim citizens alike. And it's winning the rebels' support where they had none before.
Don't you think I know that? But these commands come straight from Cyrodiil. We must maintain order and put the rebellious Jarls in their place before we have a full-scale war on our hands.
You don't think this is a war already? Sir,
Thank you, Legate. In the future, I'll let you know when your opinion is needed.
Sir? Are you lost?
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you. I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. If you change your mind, speak with the Legate. The Legion's always been here. Without us to keep order, the provinces would fall into barbarism and lawlessness. Especially Skyrim. Take, for example, Ulfric Stormcloak and his little rebellion. But rest assured, his days are numbered. We need the rift. We need to regain control of it before we can march on Windhelm without worry about our rear guard. Ulfric Stormcloak's head rolling away from his lifeless body. I'm originally from Cyrodiil, sent here at the request of the Emperor himself. I'm often ordered to places with problems that need fixing. Now, while I'm certain this is all terribly interesting to you, I have important matters to attend to.
Sir.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of orcers.
Like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never!
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will. That's a load off my mind. Here's your pay. Keep your head about you.
What do you need?
Until next time.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Please, take pity on an old madman. Who among you can help me? He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry.
Excellent lately, Aeon. You still need training, but one day you will make an adequate singer.
Yes, Dean. Thank you.
Your solo performance is about a week away. I expect to hear your early rendition tomorrow, understand?
Oh, thank you. I've been working on an original piece. I hope it can stand up to the classics.
I'll be the judge of that. Now back to your practice.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
Have you performed your voice exercises?
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. SE-Leng has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Your solo performance is about...
As you may be aware, SE-Leng's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed.
Oh, thank you.
SE-Leng mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. Not much, but as a bard I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library if you're interested. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Our solo performance is about a week away. I expect to hear your early rendition tomorrow. Understand?
Oh, thank you. I've been working on an original piece.
All right.
I hope it can stand up to the classics.
A bit more fun. Go ahead, Atav.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from Ulrikstead.
That was better, Atav. Add a bit of emphasis on Ragnar and Red.
Remember, it's your job to deliver these songs, to excite the crowd, draw them in, and they will love you for it.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
Yes, Lady Atia. My voice is strong as a
You're
dragonborn.
new here, right? Welcome to the Bard's College. It's like a musical museum.
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. I've converted the classic tale of Eildi the Bear to be performed with drums. I think you'll be impressed.
I'll be the judge of that. Now back to your practice.
It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drums, but it's far too reserved for my taste.
Yeah, you're so mean. I don't think he means anything by it.
Have it your way, then.
Anything I can do for you, I will.
I'm Dean of Lute at the Bard's College, and no, I don't give private lessons.
Lisette's a fine lass. But when I join the Legion, she's not the type to wait for my return. And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. Farewell, stranger.
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer. If you ask me, this damned rebellion can't end soon enough. I had to end my tour of Skyrim's courts. Too dangerous to travel.
The pleasure's all mine.
It takes two things to be a good teacher. The first is
You there.
patience. The
Have you
second is a
performed-
firm
This
wooden
time
stick
let's
for
try
rapping
the
knuckles.
age of aggression. I will demonstrate for the class. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. You see, all you need is a bit of spirit, and any song can be made into a classic.
What are you going to do after you graduate? I'm thinking of joining the Legion. I hear they're looking for scholars.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
Lady Atia
Good
has
to meet a
already
prospective bard.
arranged to be performed in the court of the Jarl of Falkland.
Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Sfaknir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time. And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Sfaknir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Well, we've come to the right place. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
How are your students coming along?
Bunch of distractions, if you ask me. They just interrupt the rest of my work.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Giraud, but students are an unfortunate necessity of a college. Do try to persevere.
Yes, Headmaster.
You there. Have you performed your voice exercises today?
Yes, Lady Atia. My voice is strong as a dragonborn's.
Your solo performance is about a week away. I expect to hear your early rendition tomorrow, understand?
I've converted the classic tale of Eildi the Bear to be performed with drums. I think you'll be impressed.
Waiting. The insufferable waiting.
STBL Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. No, that honor is STBL Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
Magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. It's nearly time to collect access on your properties here in the city, Bryling. We'll need to visit each home for an assessment.
Is it that time again already? Very well. Let's meet this evening and make the arrangements.
Oh, well done. Very subtle.
I beg your pardon?
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. Bryling's obsession with honor and tradition is quaint, but politically irrelevant. Oh, most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Do you have business with the court? Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. All right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Ericur. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
I don't see any reason why we'd need them. As long as those dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
I am the Jarl's steward.
The Stormcloaks
if you have
are
court
far
business
from the
to
only
tend
threat to the whole.
You talk to me.
The roads are beset by bandits and beasts, and now there's even talk of bloody dragons.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Are surely capable of dealing with the odd highwayman or stray dog.
Trouble on the roads and cities means less commerce. Less commerce means less money and more starving people. And that means more crime.
Huh. That's only a problem for people who can't afford to hire their own security.
That may well be our only answer. I will empower my steward to seek out capable individuals to secure Hafengar. Thank you, my Thanes.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Yeah? The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Please, feel welcome in the Court of Solitude.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard. My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. A question I am all too familiar with, one my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Watch your feet. We just cleaned there. Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Erdy going in every year to clean out the spiders. If Erdy caught me chatting, I'd never hear the end of it. Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need? Not in your life. It's If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. Well, I guess I should be getting back to work. It was more fun talking, though.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant you admission. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torygg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torygg, it was already too late. By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torygg had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torygg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torygg asunder. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. It was Torygg who appointed me to the position. I like to think I've aged well. I'm certainly wiser than I once was, and I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torygg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Folks at court won't admit it, but SPID Stentor scares us all to death. Something just ain't right about that SPID. You know, I've never seen her eat a thing. That can't be natural. Most of the time, people just forget I'm even here. That's why I hear so much good gossip. Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime. And I'm a very, very good cook.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
As High Priest of the Eighth, I'm afraid I'm running errands at the moment, but please visit me later at the Temple of the Divines.
If you... Watch it!
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested. Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do. Works for me. Tell Aktiev the debt's settled. Keep your sword arm strong.
My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts. You were there for Rogvir's execution.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
I'll see you around.
And I took an arrow in the knee.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done. You've done a fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family. I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink. You got nothing better to do than bother an old man?
If you ever want to replace those old Yes? You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raymond. We could fix you right up. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned. Remember Radiant Raymond when you need a change of attire.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine. Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Blessings be with you. Youngest bard at the Bard's College, at your service.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
Adventurers were supposed to look tough.
My papa says I'm gregarious, just like him. He says it means smart, but my brother says he's wrong.